I am Vedaraj, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, RMD Engineering College. In this session, we are going to discuss what is distributed system, how the distributed system can differ from centralized system. The first one is what do you mean by distributed system? Distributed system is a collection of autonomous computer systems that are physically separated but are connected by the central computer network that is equipped with the distributed system software. So distributed system is nothing but a collection of autonomous computers, the independent computers. It is not depending on the central computer system. Some of the important characteristics of distributed systems are no common physical clock, no shared memory, geographical separation, and autonomy and heterogeneity. Number one, the sharing of resources is a very important characteristics of distributed system. It is the ability to use any hardware, software, or data anywhere in the system. The next very important characteristics is scalability. It increases the scale of the system as a number of processors communicate with the more user by accommodating to improve the responsiveness of the system. The next important characteristics is fault tolerance. It cares about the reliability of the system. If there is a failure in hardware or software, the system continues to operate properly without degrading the performance of the system. These are the very important characteristics of distributed system. Now we are going to discussing about what is the difference between centralized system and distributed system. The centralized system have the non-autonomous component. All the nodes are connected to the central computer. In distributed system have autonomous component. Every node has its own processor and memory. The second important difference, the centralized system are built using the homogeneous component. It does not support the heterogeneous component. The centralized system can have the similar type of hardware, can have the similar type of software, can have the similar type of operating system. But distributed systems are built using heterogeneous component. It supports different operating system, it supports different hardware, and it supports different software. The third important difference between centralized system and distributed systems are centralized system have single point of control and failure. Yes, because all the nodes are connected to the central server. If the central server fail, the complete system will be affected. So centralized system have a single point of control. All the nodes are connected to the central machine, central server. And distributed system have multiple point of control and failure. It is not depending on the central server. Every node have your own processor and memory. If any node fail, it does not affect the complete system. This is the major difference between the centralized system and distributed system. This is the distributed system model. Now we are going to discussing about the distributed system model. A distributed system connect different processor by communication network. See in this diagram, each computer has the memory processing unit and the computers are connected by the communication network. The very important thing, this diagram shows the relationship of software component that run on each of the computer and use the local operating system and network protocol stack for functioning. The distributed software is also called as middleware. A distributed execution is the execution of process across the distributed system. The execution is also called as computation or run. The middleware in a distributed software that drives the distributed system while providing the transparency of heterogeneity at the platform level. The very important examples of middleware, object management group. The OMG is the example of middleware. The common object request broker architecture, CORBA, is the example of middleware. Remote procedure call, RPC, is the example of middleware. Message passing interface, MPI, is the example of middleware. What is the motivation for distributed system? The motivation for distributed system consists of it is inherently distributed computation. The second one is resource sharing. So I already told the resource sharing plays a very important role. It shares the hardware, software, or data. We can access the hardware, software, data anywhere in the system. Access to remote resources, increased performance, cost ratio, reliability, availability, integrity, fault tolerance, scalability, modularity and increment, expandability. These all are the motivation for distributed system. Thank you.